Hey, Ronnie Dale, four-wheeling at westernaustralia.com, and welcome to another review. This time I'm going to review this swag. This is a Blackwolf Ryebuck swag, and I'll run you through all the pros and cons and how it's been for the last quite a few trips. So stay tuned. So I'm now onto my third swag, my third canvas swag. And this is one I've purchased. It wasn't given to me. And I'll run you through what I think about it. But first of all, let's run through what it actually is. So it's a freestanding tent, which I love about it. But it kind of looks like a shark fin, a bike helmet, or the Sydney Opera House. You can get into it from three sides. So basically either side. This side you saw me pop out of before. And you can basically fold it up here and keep it up like that. But I just tend to just flop it over when there's not too much wind. And you will notice that on the bottom, it doesn't actually zip, so it doesn't seal here. So on really windy days, when you're on the beach, you can get the real fine sand coming through. This is really fine mesh, but you still get the sand through. So that's one negative thing about it. But for me, I really dislike sleeping in heat when it's really hot. So I like good ventilation. So for me, this is really good. It's just not the best for the beach. In winter though, it does get really cold because the draft just kind of comes through. So you need a really good sleeping bag as well. It's a single person swag and it's long enough for me. I'm 6'1". This is probably like 2.2 meters, I believe. Now I'll give you my first impressions on my Ryebuck swag from Blackwolf. This is one I purchased myself. I wasn't given this. And I think I mentioned earlier it was a store model, the floor model, the last one they had that I bought. I was originally going to get the double swag, but it was just too big to cart around. So first impressions, well, I love it. One night's sleep in it, great night's sleep, good comfort. It's a 70mm mattress, so really good comfort. And the thing I like most about this is the amount of room I have now. I can sit up in it and put my boots on, and that is a massive bonus. Also, you don't feel like you're in a canvas coffin as much because you have the extra space in it, and the temperature in it is actually pretty good. I had a really comfortable sleep. I don't like something that traps too much heat because I get all muggy and sweaty. I kind of like just getting a little bit of a cold draft in, and I think this vent up here helped a lot with that. And then the fact that this doesn't zip all the way down, it only zips here. So this is kind of open, but surprisingly it was really windy last night. No wind actually came under. Because I didn't peg it down to the ground, I did feel it lift like this a little bit last night, and it got really windy. Yeah, so I'm quite impressed with this tent. I explained already, you can get in from both sides, which is really good. And what I tend to do, I'll show you around here. Now I'll get in on one side, and the other side I usually tuck my boots or the bag that the swag comes in under there, and if it rains it doesn't get wet. And it's even got this little bit here you can put your boots and stuff on. So that's a really good thing about this one. It is a bit moldy though because I rolled it up when it was wet and I didn't unroll it when I got home. And one of the main reasons why I got this was because I was a bit tired of these poles failing. So my previous swag, the poles kept snapping 7 times, I think it was. So this was the main selling point for me, was this, and also being 30% off at the camping shop. It's only 2 poles. So this thing here is the quickest swag I've ever had to set up. It is so quick, which is one of the other things I really like about it. But with these poles being thicker, I have actually got a crack on it right here. So it's something I'm going to have to tape up pretty soon. Alright, so space-wise inside, so I've just opened the front up, as you can see. There's heaps of space to lay down. Feet only just touch if I'm too far down, but it's big enough for me. And big enough for a pillow in here, big enough to put your phone and your stuff on the sides. I even put a charge pack to charge my phone in here. But the cool thing about it is I can sit up and I can actually get undressed and dress in here. And that's another major bonus, because in a normal swag, there's not enough room to do that. Well, you can, but it's a real pain in the ass to try and do it, especially with a jumper or something. You might find in winter, you're in your swag, all of a sudden it gets really hot. You want to take that jumper off. It is so hard to get off. In here, I just sit up and it's done. Right, so this is the bag it comes in. And normally, when you have swag and you take it out of the bag, it will not go back in. They're like vacuum packed into it. I don't know how to get them in, but it actually fits straight back into this bag with ease. So, and I'll show you that in a time lapse. There is one other thing, the colour of it being that light. When the sun comes up and it's just in the sky, even if it just lights up the sky, like before the sun's actually up proper, light will come straight through here. And if the sun's actually already risen, this side, say it's from that side, this will be completely white and the other side will be still light as well. So it's not a sleep-in kind of swag. If you want sleep-ins, this is not for you. If you want something warm and airtight, this is probably not for you either. But if you like good ventilation, like I do, then yeah, to me, this is hands down the best swag I've been in, apart from in winter. I may still use my old swag in winter just because it might get too cold. But if you've got a good sleeping bag, it shouldn't be a problem. Thanks for watching. If this review helped you out, or if you've got any more questions, put them down below. And if you would like to subscribe, you can do so somewhere around here. And if you'd like to support the creation of honest reviews like this and all my other content, you can go to patreon.com/RonnieDale. Thanks for watching. See ya.